Nick, a great win and a first try for you in extra colours. How pleasing is that for you today?
Yeah, good to get off the traditional nud run, get the try. So I think continuing to see how hard the forwards work makes it easy to play my role in the game when those boys are working so hard. So it's a pleasure playing behind the forward pack. We've got it.
After last week, it was important to bounce back at the first attempt, and you had to survive a strong first 5 minutes from them. But once you got in front, you kind of controlled the game nicely then.
Yeah, it's important to start the game well. Didn't go well our way early on, but I thought we fought well to get out of that and to get back into a strong position in the game early on. I think continue to focus on us and the way we want to play, and the way we want to start the game is important. And I think this next 7 days is another opportunity for us to find another gear.
6 weeks into life in the Premiership, how have you found it? And it's not a bad place to be, top of the table tonight.
Yeah, look, it's been a fast 6 weeks. Can't believe 6 weeks has gone. It's been everything I expected and more. As I said before, and probably results shown today that anyone can beat everyone on any given day, home and away. So each week is a challenge, and you've got to be on top of your game. So that's the challenge that was given to us. We've done pretty well over this 6 weeks, but as I said, this next 7 days going into another competition is about us and finding another gear, and this is a great opportunity for the whole squad.
Just reflecting on the opening block, the coaches, whilst they'll be happy with 5 points today, there's plenty for them to dig into you on Monday about.
Yeah, I think the boys there's a bit of a feeling about that after the game. Well, whilst it was a good win and we got the 5 points, pretty disappointed with our performance. So as I said, there's another opportunity to find another gear, and we've got to keep looking to as individuals look after our own backyard, and there's certainly plenty of areas for me to work on from out there today, and everyone will be exactly the same.
On to Europe and a group which you'll know well, the sides in it, and one team in particular, but you start with Glasgow here next week. How important is it to really kick off Europe with a big performance next week?
Yeah, it is very important, and I think these big games coming into this sort of competition is again about focusing on ourselves, and finding that another level within individually each player keep going to another level. So that's the challenge ahead in the next 7 days to find that, to put out a big performance here at home and to start that competition really well.
People often talk about that as probably being on a par with Test match rugby, that competition. Do you see it as a player?
I think all sorts of rugby. The last 6 weeks up here in the Premiership, a lot of ball in play time, playing at a really fast tempo pace game, very physical, and I think that's Test match rugby. I think maybe Test match rugby is a little bit like Europe, in it can be a little bit nervy in those first kind of games, the start of games, and I think that's what we've got to really figure out over the next 7 days. Is to not come out and play nervous rugby, is to focus on us and make sure we hit the ground running, and find our pace, our tempo straight away in the game. Unlike a little bit today where it took us 5 or so minutes to hit our straps, we've got to hit that from kick-off.
You'll know plenty about Montpellier, but when you look at the group as a whole, the likes of Glasgow and Leinster, it's not an easy group, is it? That's, I suppose, the challenge of Europe.
No, yeah, it's not easy. Two very big teams with a rich history there, and Dave Rennie at Glasgow. I've seen what he's done with the Chiefs in Super Rugby for a number of years. Everyone over here knows about Vern Cotter and Montpellier and what kind of threat they are, but again, it's not focusing on what they can do, and it's what we can do here. Chiefs were champions last year of England, so it's focusing on what we can do and the style of rugby we can play, and the gears that we can find. We need to find them in the next 7 days, and that's the exciting thing is there's plenty more to find, and should be a real cracker next Saturday night. We
joked after the first game about the crowd and that, and it could be better. You've seen it now 2 or 3 times, but how much is that home factor going to be key for Europe as well?
Yeah, big. I think there's a real opportunity playing the first game at home. It's like the 16th man out there when the tomahawk chop really gets firing. You enter the 22. It gives you that extra leg. It certainly felt it out there today, and I think that's important because if you can get off to a good start, it goes a long way in this competition.